Welcome to the 10th Paws Here video diary.
Okay, for this bit of the Paws Here video diary, we're going to be talking to a couple of our volunteers who've been helping us this week, and in Steffany's case for longer than that, and are going to be helping us for a long time. So if you guys can introduce yourselves first of all.
I'm Sasha Watt. And Steffany Oliva.
So these guys have been helping us with looking after our animals, with everything involved with the day-to-day kind of running along here, and that's what most of our volunteers are involved with. So I've got a few questions for you guys. The first question I'm going to ask is there a pet here that's waiting to be adopted that you guys feel that you've particularly bonded with, that you particularly like see to go to a home for some reason?
Bruno. Bruno the brown rabbit. He's really friendly. I was going to be talkative.
And Mittens the rabbit.
Mittens.
Yeah.
I really like Mittens. And she's really friendly. She's a little bit shy, but she's really nice, and she'd love to have a nice new home to go to.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few specific problems with Mittens, with rehoming her and the other long-haired bunnies. Because they're so long-haired, they're going to need to go to a home where their owner is prepared to groom them for at least an hour every day, really, is the amount of time that they're going to be putting into this rabbit, which is a lot of commitment. So it's actually going to be really difficult to rehome Mittens and her two brothers. So she is one of our more special bunnies. She's one that we think we are going to find a lot more difficult to find a home for. Unfortunately, because the long-haired bunnies look so cute, people want to buy them, and then once they realise that the reality is they need a lot of grooming, that's when they get brought in to us. And we've had a spate of long-haired rabbits just recently, so it is really important that the long-haired ones get rehomed. Steffany, you were talking about Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno.
Bruno's come in here. You were here when he came in, weren't you?
Yeah, I took him in.
Yeah.
He was at the door when I arrived into work.
Yeah. And what kind of condition was he in when he first arrived?
He was pretty healthy, but stank of smoke.
Of cigarette smoke?
Yeah, cigarette smoke. Very, very scared, nervous. And then he calmed down, and he kind of he comes out and it takes a while, but then he gets used to you, and he comes up to you and likes to sniff you a lot.
Yeah, I think he's really settled in. I can see a big difference in him from when he first arrived.
Definitely changed.
Yeah, he's come in on neutered, but once he's neutered, which we're currently fundraising for, we'll be able to find him a friend to live with, which I think he'll really like, because he does seem to really enjoy the attention.
Oh, he
of
likes
the
company.
bunnies.
If you sit beside his cage, he comes up.
Yeah, and when he's out, he seems to go up to the other bunnies to their cages. So hopefully those two bunnies can find a really good home soon. So that experience that you had when Bruno was first brought in, obviously that's the kind of thing I think it really stays with you, and it really informs kind of your opinions on animals when you've been here for a while and you think, wow, there's a lot of them coming in. Is there any particular experience that you guys can tell me about while you've been here that's made a particular impression on you?
I think one of the ones that I still remember is the two bunnies that got brought in that the woman kept in her back garden, just freely running, and then complained that they came back after escaping.
Oh,
that was pretty
special.
Yeah.
That was Barney and Chico.
Barney and
wasn't it?
Chico, yeah.
Yeah. And at that time, we had snow, we had frost on the ground, the puddles even were frozen, and that they were kept outside with no shelter absolutely at all.
Yeah.
It's kind of appalling.
And Basil as well. He's bad.
He's our French lot, but he's pretty new. He's our big French lot bunny, and he's absolutely gorgeous. But he has come in with bed sores on his underbelly and his feet from being kept in just such a small hutch that he wasn't able to move properly on sodden bedding. His paws really are very sore. He's also got some problems with his eyes. So we're spending a lot of time with him. He's been to the vet a couple of times, and he's coming on really well. We've carpeted his cage to make it a little bit softer on his feet, and he already has a foster home lined up, so he'll be going there on Monday, and he's doing really well. So that story at least has a really happy ending in sight. Sasha, do you have any memorable experiences of while you've been here, or any conversations or things that have happened that have really made you think about the animal situation?
Just the sheer number of rabbits that have come in, I think.
Yeah. So you've just been here this week, but even when
Yeah.
you've been here, several have come in, and we were already full when you started. So.
And the Netherland dwarfs, their claws are really long, and
Yeah, those are 2 bunnies that came into us a couple of days ago, and their claws really are incredibly long, and they've obviously not been maintained for a little while. I'm glad that their owners were able to realise that they weren't looking after them and that they should bring them in somewhere. So that's why they've come here. So again, it's kind of, there's a happy ending in sight for them, but it is sad that they let them get to that state. Okay, my next question, I'm really interested in knowing the answer to this one actually, because I think it might help us move forward. But what do you guys feel are the particular challenges that face Paws Here right now? What do you feel are our day-to-day challenges?
Funding.
Yeah, I guess
the bottom line is funding and getting money to buy stock and keeping the animals and vet care and the lot. Getting the shop sorted and just getting yourself more space, able to take more animals.
Yeah. Are there any that you can think of, Sasha?
Just the same, really.
Yeah, the funding and the sheer numbers, and trying to get good people in to rehome them, which is...
That's the hard part, yeah.
For the people listening, are there any ways that you guys can think of that they can help?
Donating anything, not even just money, sawdust,
bedding,
hay,
food,
fundraising.
Yeah, like we have our bunny hop coming up, a sponsored bunny hop. If anyone listening wants to come and hop and get a sponsorship, please do come along. We're all going to be dressed up. It's going to be crazy and great fun.
Volunteering, spreading the word.
Spreading
the word of Paws Here.
Yeah, I suppose even if someone just, if your colleague or your friend is looking to adopt a rabbit or looking to get one, you could say, oh, I know a place where you can adopt a rescue rabbit, rather than getting one from a pet shop. This is my next question. Rabbits are the most neglected pet in Britain. What do you guys think are some of the reasons for this?
Probably because people don't realise how much time and care that rabbits need. They just think they're
underestimating it.
Yeah.
Put them in a cage, like a hamster. Clean it out. But it's a lot more than that.
Yeah. Need a lot of
vaccinations as well. Vet bills.
Yeah, they do need to be neutered and spayed.
And like their nails clipped.
Yeah, so do you think people just really underestimate the amount of work?
Yeah,
definitely.
It's not like looking after a hamster. It's not something you buy just because buy a rabbit, It's
probably the places you get them from as well. Maybe don't give them all the information that's needed.
Speaking as an ex-pet store worker, it's very true.
Yeah.
Don't give out the right information.
I can understand that. Have you guys enjoyed your time here? This is my final question.
Yes. I'm still here.
Yes.
And I want to stay. Definitely.
So, yeah, I'm really glad you have. And what would you say to other people who are thinking of volunteering?
Hurry up.
Okay. Well, that's great. Thanks very much, Sasha and Steffany, for talking to us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's all for this time. Thanks for listening, and we hope we see you in the next episode.